Hey, what's up, ladies? This slide is all for you. Sadly, nobody takes the time to sit down with women and explain how your menstrual cycle is going to show up in your performance and readings from machines like InBodies or the scale. Over the last 17 years, 70% of our clientele is female. And for much of that time, I couldn't understand why I would see women that were making visible changes, that were coming to the gym consistently but saying I'm not losing the weight on the scale, or I'm not getting stronger. And the problem with this, and the reason they've done this, is because we're not taking into account their cycle and how it shows up. So think about it like this: a guy's on a 24-hour cycle. I can take a guy, I can take him in the gym, I can put him on an InBody, I can put him on a scale, and I can compare him week to week. Hell, I can compare him day to day. It's an apples to apples comparison. However, women are much like the moon. You guys are on a monthly cycle. And just like the phase of the moon can impact high and low tide and animal movement, you can take to the bank that your phase of the cycle you're in will affect your performance and things like your body scan readings. So let me explain. Imagine that you decided to start your workout program on day one of your cycle. That first week, you probably feel horrible. The truth is, you're getting there on sheer willpower alone. But by the second week, you start to feel like you're gaining traction. You're enjoying it. You feel like going to the gym. Your energy levels are up. You're like, wow, I found the perfect workout. And maybe you have, but we would be remiss if we did not take into account that your testosterone level peaks on day 14 with your ovulation. So we fully expect you to lift the most, run the fastest, have a great InBody reading. All things are great. The problem is that just like you went up, unfortunately, you have to come down. And I wish I could change this for you ladies, but I can't. Just like I can compare that man week to week because he is an apples to apples, we should not do that with you because you're a different physiology every week. It's like comparing apples to grapes to walnuts to squirrels. What we recommend, again, is cycle to cycle. Week 1 to week 1, week 2 to week 2, week 3 to week 3, so forth. This is going to give you a real good basis point to look and measure your progress. Another thing that's super important for you guys to take into account is that during the luteal phase, you guys burn between 100 to 400 more calories per day. Another reason I recommend you having some form of a heart rate monitor or tracker that you wear. Now, we can take a couple different approaches to this. Approach number one: if you're one of those people that have intense cravings, and remember, these cravings aren't psychological, they're physiological. So if you're one of those people that have intense cravings, we can either A, just factor in more food, or B, if you have really, really intense cravings, what we can do is go ahead and just have you diet only on the follicular phase. The truth of the matter is this, guys: if you dieted half a month, every month, consistently for an entire year, guess where you would be at the end of the year? A deficit. And that would show you down in weight and up in performance. Guys, take this message to heart. Please account for these things. Do not get yourself upset over something that is misleading, which is how much did I weigh today compared to how much did I weigh tomorrow? This week I felt like I could lift the world. Next week I feel weak. It is not the case. It's simply your body going through all the phases that it can. If you have any questions about this, if you learned something, go ahead and share in the comment section below. Look forward to seeing you guys in the gym and on the turf. Keep living, head down, horns up. Salute.